The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
We've said over a Maisa brought down in this extraordinary and beautiful Sefer on Chumash how many years ago in a small town in Pennsylvania, and two boys, Louis and his brother, they were taught by their father as much as he was able to teach them. In this small town in Pennsylvania, there was no cheder there. But as the two grew older, the father wanted to send them to yeshiva, so he traveled with them to New York. They went to a yeshiva, and there the administrator said that the two young boys, Louis and his brother, could attend the yeshiva, but it would cost $2 a month. Who could afford it at that time? He certainly couldn't. And so he left heartbroken that he wouldn't be able to send his two boys to yeshiva. He was walking down the street and he met someone who suggested that on the Lower East Side there's a yeshiva, Tiferes Yerushalayim, where Reb Moshe Feinstein, the Reb Moshe Feinstein that we just spoke about, whose masber why Bamidbar is between B'chukaisai and Chag HaShavuos, because you count and you matter. Go to Reb Moshe's yeshiva. The father of Louis and his brother with the two sons went to Tiferes Yerushalayim, and in the back of the Beis Medrash there was a person, a short man standing on the bench putting away Svarim. He did not realize that that was Reb Moshe himself. And he asked this man putting away the Svarim where he could find Reb Moshe. What assistance could I be? And he said, I want my two boys, and he pointed to Louis and his brother, I want them to go to yeshiva. The man comes down from the bench and he welcomes them and he says, go to the second floor and register the two of them there. That person, as we said a moment ago, was Reb Moshe. Louis and his brothers went to the yeshiva, and in the family, for many years, there was a deep and extraordinary connection and a kesher with the yeshiva and with Reb Moshe Feinstein. Reb Moshe Zecher Tzadik V'Kodesh Livracha didn't ask any questions. Reb Moshe saw that there were two boys Bamidbar. They count. They matter. They're unique. They're two boys who want to learn Torah. And so without asking any questions, Reb Moshe accepted them into the yeshiva. And as I said a moment ago, the family developed a deep connection with the yeshiva and with Reb Moshe. It's an extraordinary story. Reb Moshe says, you're a yid, you want to learn Torah, come in. But perhaps in South Florida, the Maisa has greater significance. Because Louis, one of the two brothers, his last name, he's a man who just passed away about a year and a half ago. Louis's last name is Palgan. And his two sons here in South Florida were very familiar with Reb Ephraim Palgan and Reb Mordechai Palgan. Reb Mordechai Palgan, the Rosh Yeshiva, one of the Rosh Yeshiva of Teres Chaim, and Reb Ephraim Palgan, the principal of the middle school. From where I am sitting right now, Reb Ephraim a few blocks to the south, and Reb Mordechai a few blocks to the north. How many thousands upon thousands of our children and our Talmidim were shaped by Reb Ephraim and by Reb Mordechai, by the yeshiva, by the mishpacha? Because of that decision decades ago that Reb Moshe made when he turned to the little boy, their father Louis, and turned to the grandfather, to Louis's father, and said, go register the two boys. Two boys want to learn Torah. They count. They matter. They're unique. They're individuals. No questions asked. Go get them to learn Torah. One of those two was Louis Palgan, whose two sons have helped shape the landscape of Torah learning here in South Florida.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org